Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is September the 27th, 2020. We have Clash of Champions to talk about because, ladies and gentlemen, we got two new champions because of 24/7 title and other titles. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got some things to talk about before we get to the show and talk about the matches. Well, ladies and gentlemen, they had to cancel technically two matches. They canceled the women's tag team match. I believe we're going to get something about it tomorrow night on Raw with the tag team champions. The women's tag team champions, Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And Bayley will be versing somebody else on Clash of Champions. It was supposed to be Nikki Cross, but Nikki Cross wasn't medical cleared yet. I guess she got some injury she happened, but I don't know if it's the injury or it's because of the sickness that's happening around the world. But they said she's not cleared to wrestle, so she has a forfeit her no-win contendership. But there was a replacement. And ladies and gentlemen, the biggest part of this thing is that there is going to be a WWE's draft. Will happen next month in October 9th October 9th on SmackDown and October 12th on Raw. It's going to be a two-night show of this big, spectacular thing to find out the new refresh of Raw and SmackDown. Maybe some NXT guys will make it to Raw and SmackDown as well. We don't know. But let's see what happens there. That's on October 9th. And of course, I will be telling you guys who got drafted. And I will be having a list who got drafted on those 2 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was supposed to be Asuka and Zelina Vega in the kickoff show. I wish it was because it wasn't a really entertaining match. It wasn't. I'm sorry to say it. But, ladies and gentlemen, they changed that. And they switch it to the SmackDown Tag Team titles, or rather the SmackDown Tag Team titles on the main show. Because this was a pretty decent match, guys. We had Cesaro and Shinsuke versus Lucha House Party. Kalisto and Lince Dorado with Great Metalik. Kalisto and Lince Dorado is the ones that are having problems with each other. Keep shoving each other down and all this stuff and arguing. And Great Metalik was a peacemaker, but now he was the manager of the two guys that has a problem with each other. But they actually work very well. I thought this was a pretty good match. But the winner of that match, after we saw a back suplex onto Lince Dorado over the barricade where the fans are. And ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Kalisto lost with a giant swing and the Kinshasa combo. Cesaro and Shinsuke is still your SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Now let's get to the main show, ladies and gentlemen. We had Sami Zayn versus Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles in a triple threat ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship match. Guys, if you guys didn't see Sami Zayn's back, the guy was destroyed. Like, he had freaking bruises, cuts on him because of these ladders. Even AJ Styles had it. You couldn't really see on Jeff Hardy because he had a tattoo on his back, and he had the shirt on him too. So, but this match was crazy. Everybody was getting hurt. Everything happening. Ladders getting broken, bodies getting broken. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the end. We have Sami Zayn coming out with his inside of his jacket pockets that was on the announce table. He took out two handcuffs. One, he handcuffed Jeff Hardy to a ladder, and he grabbed the other handcuff. Because there's two, for 2 arms, 2 hands. He handcuffed one of them onto the ladder, and then he grabbed the loop of the pierced ring ear of Jeff Hardy, and he put that other handcuff and handcuffed Jeff Hardy's ear to the ladder. And then, ladies and gentlemen, he was about to put AJ Styles handcuffed to another ladder, but AJ Styles stopped it, and then he did a suplex. He was about to climb, and then Sami Zayn handcuffed himself to AJ Styles. So they both climbed the ladder, because they were handcuffed to each other. And then we saw Sami Zayn spit a key out, the handcuff key, unhook his soap belt, and then he handcuffed AJ Styles while AJ was still trying to climb onto the ladder. Those things that connects the ladder thing, he put the handcuff on them. And then Sami Zayn is your new Intercontinental Champion. No, I don't think Sami Zayn is the Intercontinental Champion. He was gone for how many months? 6 months? You're not the champion. Now you are. I hope you actually defend your title this time. But ladies and gentlemen, Sami Zayn is your new champion with handcuffs. Ladies and gentlemen, I was disgusted when he put that handcuff in the earlobe of Jeff Hardy. It was disgusting when Randy Orton put a screwdriver in it. Now he got a freaking guy putting handcuffs in it. Jesus. Sami Zayn gets the win. But now let's get to the 24/7 title, because it's not on the list here. But we had a new 24/7 champion, because R-Truth, his title is on the line as well. Every title has to be on the line, right? So R-Truth and Little Jimmy walk into a referee's lounge or room. And the referees are asking R-Truth, what are you doing in the referee's room? And then then he said he's going to leave. He says, my bad. And then the referee stopped him, and then looks like the referee wanted to get the title maybe. And then we saw Drew Gulak doing some stretches. He came out of nowhere, rolled up R-Truth, and then gets the 1, 2, 3. He's the new 24/7 champion. And then Drew Gulak got interviewed, and then we saw R-Truth hiding. He came out and whacked Drew Gulak with a bowl, and he gets the 1, 2, 3. R-Truth is still the 24/7. He's the new 24/7 champion, I meant. Now we had the Raw Women's Championship match. Guys, I wish this wasn't a kickup show, because it wasn't entertaining. I was so happy that my stream that I was watching it on was actually freezing, because I didn't really want to watch this match. We had Asuka versus Zelina Vega. And it was a 7-minute match, and it was 7 minutes to hell to me, because ladies and gentlemen, that was a horrible match. I'm sorry to say it, but it wasn't entertaining to me. Zelina was good. She did a good effort, but it was a little... Even the fans were quiet down. They were more loud with the Intercontinental Championship match instead of this match. But the winner of that match with the Asuka lock was Asuka. Asuka got interviewed and said a whole bunch of Japanese words. I don't know what she said. And then she was trying to handshake Zelina Vega. But Zelina Vega says, no, I want to bow down to Asuka. So Asuka bowed down as well, and then she got attacked by Zelina Vega. And then Asuka was mad. Started saying a lot of Japanese words in a microphone. Why? I do not know why. Then we had Bobby Lashley defending his United States Championship. He had MVP in his corner versus Apollo Crews with Ricochet in his corner. Pretty decent match. Not bad, but the winner of that match was Bobby Lashley with a full Nelson. He gets the win, and he retains the title. Then we had Street Profits, Angel Dawkins and Montez Ford versus Andrade and Angel Garza for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed the match. But ladies and gentlemen, the winner of that match was Street Profits, but it was a weird ending. I think it's because Angel Garza injured his leg. You saw him trying to go for a tag. I believe it was like a tag team combo, but he couldn't tag quickly. You saw him hurting his leg. They did it with Ivar as well. But we saw the spinebuster on Angel Dawkins, and he got the 1, 2, and the referee hit 3, but Andrade kicked out. Even Tom Phillips says he kicked out. But ladies and gentlemen, I think it's because Angel Garza had an injured leg, and he couldn't tag, and I guess because they did put the X up. They did put the X up, and they didn't stop it until Andrade got the spinebuster on him. And then they got the pin, and I guess that's how they keep on doing this. Because they did it with the Ivar. Remember when Cedric Alexander won the match, by pinning Ricochet, but Ricochet kicked out, but they stopped it because Ivar was injured outside the ring. I think that's what happened with Angel Garza as well. Then we had Bayley coming out and being happy because she does have to defend her title to Nikki Cross, and saying that Nikki Cross forfeited her title and she had an open challenge, and she canceled it. She ended the open challenge quickly. She did her knock knock ding dong. Who's there? She did that her little catchphrase, and she says, "Referee, come in the ring and hold my hand up for the win." When she didn't let the referee hold her hand up for the win. And then Asuka came out, and Asuka gets a shot at the SmackDown Women's Championship. I got a little upset about that because I wish it was a SmackDown superstar getting a shot. You know something's gonna happen. And ladies and gentlemen, Asuka did win the match, but by disqualification because Bayley hit Asuka with a chair. And then the returning of Sasha Banks with a neck brace. She beat up Sasha Banks, and then Sasha Banks beat Bayley, and then Bayley had some offense, and then she took so long, she grabbed 2 chairs and a candlestick, and then we saw Sasha Banks kick Bayley in the leg, and then kick the chair out of her hands, and then she grabbed the candlestick and started beating Bayley with the candlestick. When Bayley retreated, what's going to happen between Bayley and Sasha Banks? Are you going to see them go inside the Hell in a Cell? Well, we had Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton in an ambulance match for the WWE Championship. Pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. Ladies and gentlemen, they fought everywhere. They fought in backstage, in the ring, outside the ring, near the ambulance. And we got some returns of some legends that Randy Orton punted in the head. First, we had the Big Show coming out, grabbing Randy Orton because he was about to do a punt to Drew McIntyre. He grabbed him out, take him out of the ring, and did a choke slam through the announce table. That was the Big Show. And then in the backstage, we saw Randy Orton had the upper hand on Drew McIntyre again. And then here comes Christian taking out Mr. Randy Orton as well, and throwing him through food a lot. And then, ladies and gentlemen, they were on top of, they broke the windshield of the ambulance and the door, and then we saw they were on top of the ambulance. Randy Orton knocked down Drew McIntyre off the ambulance, and then Randy Orton turned around. He got Sweet Chin Music on him from Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels pushed him off of the ambulance. I thought Shawn Michaels Edge will come back because he's the one who got punted as well, but I think he has a different injury. I think he got a real injury on his match at Battleground. Not like Shawn Michaels, Big Show, and Christian. They actually could still wrestle or still do what they had to do. I don't think they actually got a real injury like Edge did. I think Edge got like his shoulder or something like that. I think. I don't remember what he got, but he did actually hurt himself. He got really injured. So that's the difference. So we saw Shawn Michaels did a Sweet Chin Music, push Randy Orton off. Drew McIntyre did a Claymore onto Randy Orton, shoved him in the ambulance, but he wasn't done there. He looked like he was about to do Randy Orton's DDT that he does on the ropes, but he hung Randy Orton's head out of the ambulance, and then he did his own punch, and then he shoved Randy Orton back in the ambulance, and he gets the win. Drew McIntyre is still your WWE Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, they said they were hitting the ambulance to go to take Randy Orton to the hospital. But you know who was in the driver's seat? It was Ric Flair driving the ambulance. Pretty decent. Then we have Roman Reigns defends his Universal title against his own cousin, Jey Uso. Ladies and gentlemen, some people were talking about Roman Reigns is going to beat the living hell of Jey Uso. Guess what? That's what he did. But Jey Uso had some offense, but he was getting beat the living hell from Roman Reigns. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end, we had Roman Reigns doing a whole bunch of punches, and tell Jey Uso tell everybody that he's some chief guy. He didn't want to hear Paul Heyman say it. He wanted to hear Jey Uso say it, and AJ was saying no. No, 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 and he was still punching him and punching him. He looked like he was unconscious, and then the return of Jimmy Uso coming out to throw in the towel. But Jey Uso said, don't do it, Jimmy. But after he saw his brother getting punched and punched and punched multiple times, he threw in the towel. Roman Reigns retains the title of a TKO. That's what it says on here. Jey Uso loses by TKO. And Jimmy Uso says, you are the chief. He told Roman, that's what you want to hear. You're the chief. And then Roman just stared down at the Usos. And then he told Paul Heyman to grab a Samoan necklace thing that was made of flowers. I don't know what they call it. And he put it around, Paul Heyman put around Roman Reigns' neck. And like John, they were just staring down to end Clash of Champions. Very decent show, not bad, but I wish every title was on the line. And not every title was on the line. The women's tag team titles weren't on the line. I don't know. I wish they did a storyline like maybe somebody attacked the champions or attacked the challengers, or Retribution did something because they weren't showing up on this pay-per-view. Normally they don't show up on pay-per-views, but they have contracts. Why do you have contracts if you don't show up on the pay-per-view? That's a WWE thing. Don't you want to destroy the WWE? I don't know, but ladies and gentlemen, I wish all the titles were on the line, but they weren't. Mostly all of them were, even the 24/7 title, except for the women's tag team titles. But ladies and gentlemen, I guess there's a real reason why they didn't do it, and there has been a good reason, and I'm sad about Nikki Cross as well. It feels like it's because of this whole sickness and the whole craziness that's happening around the world. And if you guys heard that there was an outbreak in the Performance Center, so yeah, a lot of crazy things happens. So that's our world right now. If you guys didn't know, I got this pimple. I know maybe you guys have been watching or looking at my pimple and not listening to me say the matches. Yes, I got a pimple and it hurts. Don't know why. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of Clash of Champions. Hope you guys enjoy the show. The draft is going to be happening October 9th and October 12th. I believe that's like next week. Next Friday, not this Friday, because it's the beginning of October. Next Friday, I believe, or let me check the calendar. Hold on. I didn't do that. Let me check the calendar before I leave. That's September. No, yeah, it was next Friday. I was looking at weird. Next Friday is going to be the draft time, and I can't wait because I love the draft. I don't know how they're going to do this draft. Are they going to do matches, or are they going to do random people coming out like they normally do, like Superstar Shake-Up stuff? Well, we will find out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on Tuesday for Monday Night Raw results. And ladies and gentlemen, we got another pay-per-view for next Sunday, and that's going to be, next Sunday, that's going to be NXT TakeOver 31, and Kushida and Velveteen Dream was added to the card. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me today. Tala Izel. Bye!